the husband, and I just watched the horror movie Shocker, 1989, I think. So it is a very crazy and entertaining slasher recommended for everyone, and I'm gonna review it a little. So if you don't want spoilers, you better go watch the movie yourself before watching me talk. I will leave the link where to watch in the comments. It's on YouTube. And what I have to say about this movie. So we have main characters Jonathan, the American football player, and his girlfriend Allison, his father Dan, and the bad guy is a criminal serial killer called Pinker Horus. So what we learn in the movie, he's practicing black magic, working as an electric gadget fixer, like television fixer, so he works with electricity. And he's terrorizing multiple families across town, and nobody can catch him. But our football player, Jonathan, one day hits his head very hard at a pole and gets head trauma. So one night he dreams about his family getting killed by the killer, who is not caught yet, Pinker Horus. So he wakes up from the nightmare and actually predicts it. Police is surrounding the house of his family, and he finds out his family is dead. Only his father arrived. He is alive because he was not at home. He's a police lieutenant. And the father and son have an argument because Jonathan, the football player, tells his father what he dreamt of, that he saw the killer and he know where the killer is. So the father, of course, said, "What kind of blasphemy you're telling me? You want me to believe in this?" But the son gave him the address of the killer, and they both went there with police backup. So the father found out his son was right. He wasn't lying. And they found the killer, but with little success because the killer killed 4 police officers, the colleagues of the father. So it was a failure, and it was very bad because they got killed, man. And how it went next is that the son, again, predicted the next address where the killer is. He predicted the next family because of the head trauma, and they went there again, and the father went there. So they found the killer. The killer tried escaping, but eventually they detained him and put him into jail. So the next half of the movie starts, because this was the first half. The killer doing his crimes while he is alive. Now, the next half is they catch him. They are about to put him in an electric chair, and they do. And everybody seems getting executed. But what happens? As the killer dies, because he was practicing black magic, he gets an ability to move into other people's bodies, control them. So his soul can move out of his body and move somewhere else. So even though he died, he moved into a medic lady, started killing people. Before dying, moved into somebody else, started killing people again. He moves into bodies through electricity because the black magic God granted him power to move as a soul by electricity to other bodies and control them. So it is a crazy, mind-blowing concept, but it is entertaining. Of course, some killings are gruesome. Some scenarios are sad because the son is having a lot of pain, his family killed and everything. So it's grief, but at the same time it's entertaining because it is a slasher. And the kills are very many kills, and very creative some are. And some are cheesy too. So how does this goes on? They have to find a way to catch the killer. And it's very hard at first. Best friends start dying too. And his girlfriend gets killed as revenge by the Pinker Horus killer. So what happens next is, to beat the killer, Jonathan has no chance. So he gets help from his dead girlfriend. Her ghost starts coming into his room, coming to him, and gives him her pendant that he gifted to her. So now the pendant has power to make Horus weak. the killer. Even though he can turn into a ghost, he can move into bodies with electricity like he is almost a god. But the pendant the girlfriend gave to Jonathan can make Horus weak, can stop him, freeze him. So there were a lot of tries to catch the killer. Jonathan has still a best friend left, a group of friends. They're still helping him, even though he lost many. Best friends don't leave him behind, they're real friends. And eventually, Jonathan, with the pendant, finds a way to go into Pinker Horus world, because Pinker is floating everywhere as a soul, to anybody he wants, and to television through electricity. So Jonathan goes to television also, jumps into the TV. And they're both fighting, just wrestling. In the electricity world, it's a mind-blowing concept, but it's entertaining. You don't see anything like this, okay? This is a very unique movie. Cheesy, but super unique idea. So they're just fighting and fighting, and eventually Jonathan's friends blow up the whole electricity station of the town to make Pinker Horus lose his abilities, because if he won't be in a body in that time, he won't be able to float as a soul. No electricity will be around. So seconds before that happened, Jonathan, with the girlfriend's pendant, found strength to escape the TV world before letting Horus do it. So he jumped out of the TV back to the real world, and the station blew up, and Horus ran out of time. He did not jump out, so he was left as a soul in the electricity world, but electricity was gone, and Horus was no more. The serial killer was trapped in there forever, in the electricity world, or at least until the power goes on again, because that's my idea. Power lost, but they will need power. They will not keep it lost forever for one serial killer. Like, it's just a fantasy concept. We need to stop thinking realistic. So the good guy wins. He still hears his dead girlfriend talking. They're always together for whole life, for eternity. He looks at the stars, and peacefulness surrounds the town. So this was Shocker, 1989, I think. A very entertaining, very unique, mind-blowing concept slasher, and one of the better slashers I have recently seen. Nothing I can compare it to. Concept is crazy. So go watch it, have fun. It's on YouTube. I'll leave a comment and a link. And have a nice day. See you again. Thanks to all my subscribers and subscriptresses. Subscriptresses first, as ladies. Okay. Bye bye for now.